I'm confident we're going to raise the debt limit. We always have. We will do it again. And one of the encouraging things in meetings with both Democratic and Republican congressional leaders is they all agree that it needs to happen. And here's why. Basically, under the law, we have to raise the debt ceiling in order to sell our debt, our Treasury bills, to the public or to other countries. That's how we finance the government. If at some point you did not raise the debt ceiling, then effectively you would have trouble paying off your obligations as a government. Now, the United States government is not only important to us, but the solvency and the full faith and credit of the United States is important to the entire world economy. The dollar is the reserve economy all around the world. So the bottom line for the public is that if for some reason we played chicken with this thing, it could really destabilize world financial markets, and you could potentially have a significant financial event like the one that we've just gone through, and could plunge the world economy back into recession. Now, as I said, I'm confident that we won't do that, but unlike a government shutdown where you can kind of accommodate it for a week or two without huge distortions in the economy, this is one where you don't even want to get close to the line, and that's why it's going to be so important for us to get a resolution on our overall approach to debt and deficit reduction.
The latest on the debt standoff. And finally, the Speaker of the House deciding to crack the whip as the clock shows 5 days until the deadline. House Speaker John Boehner unleashed a tirade against members of his own party, Tea Party Republicans, who have been blocking action. Will it work? ABC's John Carl on Capitol Hill tonight. Tell us about it, John.
Diane, this is John Boehner's biggest test as Speaker of the House. He's got to convince those Tea Party Republicans to support his plan to raise the debt ceiling.
John Boehner is cracking the whip. He convened a meeting of all 240 House Republicans today. Sources who were there tell ABC he had a blunt message for Tea Partiers. Get your ass in line, he said. I can't do this job unless you are behind me.
Is that the kind of talk that gets you guys in line?
We are a team. We are about trying to move the country forward.
The tough talk does appear to be working, but it's not an easy sell. Some of the Tea Partiers still just don't believe those dire warnings about government default.
Armageddon happens at midnight, August 3 is not simply the case. It is not true.
Just yesterday, Kevin McCarthy, the third-ranking Republican in the House, urged Republicans to unite behind Boehner's plan by showing this clip from the movie The Town.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
Whose car are we gonna take?
Tea Party Republican Alan West liked what he heard.
So I got up and told the Speaker I'll drive the car.
But wait a minute. The people in the movie then go out and start beating people. And that has Democrats crying foul.
Who are they planning to hurt? Unfortunately, that short clip from The Town tells you everything you need to know about their approach to the negotiations over the debt ceiling.
It's a movie. It's not reality. So get a life.
Many Tea Partiers were elected promising never to raise the debt ceiling. But now, just days away from default, they seem to be falling in line.
You've got to claim a win when you can claim a win.
They may now support Boehner's plan, but don't count on them to support a compromise with Democrats.
Are you willing to compromise anymore? Or is this it?
No, this is it.
So what's next?
A lot of talks. Assuming this passes, there will be another round of negotiations. No certainty yet whether this will happen at the White House or just among leaders on Capitol Hill, but it still comes down to one big question. Who's going to blink? Will the president accept another vote on the debt limit before the next election, or will the Republicans accept another way to guarantee the cuts? And both sides are counting on the other side blinking. That is not determined yet.
So this is going to go on there, really testing the nerves of the American people.
Through the whole weekend, for the first time, Diane, I've heard some talk of trying to pass a short-term extension of the debt ceiling, 2 days, 3 days, a week, in order to give more time to negotiate.
Just 2 or 3 more days. Okay, George, thank you.